and welcome back to my channel. So today's video, I thought I would do more of an informational video. This video will be very helpful for those of you who are thinking of getting guinea pigs and just want the very basics of what you need inside their cage. So let's go ahead and get started. So first things first, the most important thing when you're preparing to bring a guinea pig home is a cage or an enclosure for your guinea pig. You want there is standards, there are minimum requirements when it comes to a guinea pig cage. I have never seen a store-bought cage that meets those requirements, at least in the store. So what I have right in front of you guys, this is the Midwest cage, and I bought this off of Amazon for about $35. But you can find this cage also at the Petco website and the PetSmart, but never in the stores. So I believe the Midwest cage is a great starter cage for any guinea pig owner. It meets the requirement of 8 square feet. It is right there, it's 2 feet by 4 feet, so 8 square feet. It's a great starter cage, and it is good enough for up to 2 piggies. So any more than that, you will need to get a bigger cage, or you can, the great thing about the Midwest cage is that you can expand it, and you can buy a second cage and just attach it at the entrances right there. You just bring down the entrances and attach it to the next Midwest cage. So I really like the Midwest cage. I think it's a great starter cage for any guinea pig owner. This is what I had my boys initially. My boys are now on a CNC cage. So let's go ahead and move on to the next. Alright, so the next thing you need to think about is some kind of bedding for your guinea pig. Alright, so over here on the right side, we have the Carefresh paper-based bedding. It is basically the standard bedding that you will find at the pet store. And I love, if I were to use just regular bedding, I love paper-based bedding. It's all I use. However, if you do choose to go with wood shavings, the only wood shavings that is appropriate for a guinea pig is aspen. You cannot use pine or cedar, and those are sold at the pet store. And you can't use those because those have a lot of dust, and it's really damaging to your guinea pig's respiratory systems because they do have very sensitive respiratory systems. So aspen is the only appropriate wood shavings that you can use as a bedding for your guinea pig. Carefresh is the best, in my opinion, the best brand for paper-based. So if I were to use paper-based bedding, this is what I would use for my boys. And then over here on the left, we have fleece, and this is basically what I use for my boys. I used to have them on paper-based bedding and then fleece. However, I switched to completely just to fleece instead. Right. So if you are new to the world of fleece, basically fleece is a fabric that wicks away liquid. Basically meaning when your guinea pig pees, the urine is going to pass straight to the material and accumulate on any absorbent material you have underneath. So basically your guinea pig is not going to be walking on wet bedding. That's why you don't want to just use towels or anything else as a bedding, because towel is an absorbent material, which means when your guinea pig pees, he's going to be walking on wet material, and you don't want that. So that's why we have fleece. So you want to have something absorbent underneath. A lot of people use U-Haul absorbent, a lot of people use puppy pads, towels. What I used to use before, I had actual cage liners. I used to put puppy pads underneath and then a fleece blanket. Now what I use, I actually have actual cage liners, and they are lined, as you can see that gray stuff right there, they are lined with U-Haul absorbent material. So I don't have to worry about the pee accumulating at the base of the cage, because that would be just gross to clean out, and it could really stain the bottom of your cage. So basically all I use now is fleece bedding. When it comes to fleece, you do have to do a lot more cleaning than if you were to use just regular bedding. When I use just regular bedding, I would clean the boys every 4 to 5 days. With fleece, I spot clean them twice a day, meaning I grab a dustpan and I sweep up all their poops, and then I do full cage cleaning every 3 days. Alright, so the next thing you want to think about is getting your guinea pig a Hidey hut or a little Hidey house for them. Guinea pigs are prey animals, meaning they're very skittish and they're very scared. So if you make, especially when you first bring them home, their first instinct is to hide. So by providing them with Hidey houses or Hidey huts, it'll just make them feel more comfortable that they can have somewhere to hide, and it just makes them feel safer in general. So what I have here is 2 standard Hidey houses. So over here on the left we have a Pee-wee's Piggy Palace Cabbie Shack, and it is basically made of fleece and it's got foam to keep its shape. There's a potty pad inside that has U-Haul absorbent material sewn in the middle. So basically when your guinea pig goes inside and he pees in there, he's not gonna be lying down on a wet material. And I absolutely love Pee-wee's Piggy Palace. Her work is amazing. It can be pricey, but I absolutely love it, and my boys love it as well. And then over here on the right, what we have is a Petco walk-up barn, animal barn. And this is your basic plastic Hidey house that is sold at the pet stores, and my boys used to love this because they could climb up and just have fun. But I switched over to these kind of fleece houses because they tend to like those better because it's more cozy on the inside. But I still use this. I especially use this for when they have their floor tank. Alright, so the next thing you want to think about is hay and hay holders. So right over there is a hay bag that I bought from Allison's Animals, and I have it in the boys' cage at the moment, which is why there's hay coming out of it. It is half empty because I just gave them a ton of hay and they were just munching in all over right now, and as you can see they do eat a lot of it. So I just took it out of their cage really quick, and Sammy's already complaining, but it's just really fast. So basically you want to have something to hold their hay in. So I used to put their hay like in a corner of a cage, but it used to be so messy because by the end of the day the hay will be all over the cage. So the purpose of a hay holder is just to keep your hay neatly in one place. Obviously it's gonna get messy because the guinea pigs are gonna pull the hay out, and it's just gonna get, but it's gonna take a lot longer for the hay to get everywhere. So your cage will stay clean there for a lot longer as opposed to if you just have the hay on the floor in a corner. So I absolutely love hay holders, and I especially love hay bags. They are absolutely amazing. There are different types of hay holders, and I will do a video on that later on, but for right now I do have a hay bag right in front of you guys. Alright, so the next important thing, and this is probably the most important thing you have to consider, not even consider, you have to get if you're thinking of getting a guinea pig, and that is hay. So what I have here is 2 brands. I have the Western Timothy hay and I have the Orchard Grass hay. So these 2 hays are the ones that a lot of guinea pig owners like to give them, and hay has to be given to a guinea pig 24/7. There is just no excuse. It is 80% of their diet. It has to happen. You cannot leave a guinea pig without hay. So I typically normally feed my boys the small Pet Select hay, which I think is a better brand than Oxbow, but Oxbow is an incredible brand that you can buy at the pet store. I swear by this brand. It is absolutely amazing, and I do have these. My boys, like I said, I feed them the small Pet Select, which you have to order online for the hay. However, I do keep these just as a backup in case I run out of the small Pet Select, and occasionally I do feed it to them because they do enjoy the Oxbow brand as well. So obviously the very next thing that is also important to have in your guinea pig cage is a water bottle, and that right there is a KT glass water bottle. It has a flat back. You can find this on any pet store. They're kind of pricey as opposed to the plastic bottles. I bought this at PetSmart and it was about $10. So like I said, they are pricey. However, I love glass bottles as opposed to plastic, but that's just my preference. You can have any bottle you like as long as you make sure that it dispenses water perfectly. Now some water bottles have a problem of leaking, as I have with this one. It does leak. However, I do love the water bottle anyways, and I have drip pads that go right underneath the water bottle so that I don't end up with wet fleas. Next thing that you need is some kind of bowl for your guinea pigs to put their pellets inside. I don't have the pellets with me. I threw away the bag, but I have them in like a plastic container. But I buy the boys the Oxbow Cavi Cuisine, and it's like I said, Oxbow is the best brand you can buy at a pet store. So when it comes to pellets, you want to feed 1/8 of a cup per pig. So I have 2 boys. They get 1/4 cup of pellets per day. I know that doesn't seem like a lot, but that's really all that they need. The reason why you don't want to give them unlimited pellets is because your guinea pig's diet, 80% of it, as I mentioned, is hay. So you want to encourage them to eat hay. For me, pellets are more like a treat for my boys. I give it to them every morning. By giving them limited amounts, you're encouraging them to eat the hay, because that is essentially what they need to eat anyways, because it's 80% of their diet. And then the next thing that your guinea pig needs is chew toys. So a guinea pig's teeth is open rooted, meaning they are constantly growing. They're not like ours where they eventually stop growing. They are open rooted, meaning they're going to continue growing forever. So you want to give your guinea pig some chew toys to grind down their teeth. So chew toys are good for grinding down their front teeth, those incisors, the ones that you can see whenever they're opening their mouth or yawning or anything. Those are their front and their incisors. And then hay right there is what grinds down their back molars, because they do have back teeth, and hay is the only thing that grinds down their back molars, which is another reason why hay should be provided 24/7, because it isn't just important for their digestive system, but it's also important for their dental health. So providing chew toys is an essential thing. They do need that just to grind down their teeth. And these are just 2 examples. The one on the right over there, the ball roller, that's my boys' favorite. They absolutely love these ball rollers. I have like 5 or 6 of them extra, because they just go through these like crazy. It's especially Frodo. He absolutely loves these ball rollers. So very, very important. And this right here is a Timothy grass apple toy that I got from PetSmart, and I haven't tried these with the boys yet. We'll see how they like that, but I recently just got that like the other day. So you also don't have to buy toys. Cardboard is actually a great toy for guinea pigs, and this right here, I actually bought it. I know I'm saying you don't have to buy it, but it's true. This I bought at PetSmart, and it is a cardboard tunnel, but you can also use toilet paper rolls once you're done using the toilet paper, and you can just make it into very fun toys. All you have to do is search for YouTube videos on DIY toys, and you'll notice that a lot of them have cardboard toys that you can create for your piggies, and those include the toilet paper rolls, and they also use your typical box that you get, your shoe box or any kind of thing like that. Alright guys, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you find this video helpful. If you are new to guinea pigs, this is just a very basic setup of what a guinea pig cage should be. Obviously, you can do a lot more, and there's so many different ideas of how you can set up a guinea pig cage. And I'll even leave a link down below in the description box to my own cage stores if you like to check those out and see how I set up my boys' cage. They all have different themes. I have one for Valentine's Day and one for Christmas. So if you like to check out those videos, I'll leave a link down below. And if you're new to my channel, I hope you subscribe, and also let me know down in the comments what you also add to your cage. Like I said, this is a very basic setup. My boys' cage are much more, there's a lot more going on in their cage than this. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Have a good day, guys. Bye.